Hello everyone, I am Surrender the Awesome, and I'm back, and I'm ready to look at some more r/insane parents. But before I get started, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and if I can't convince you, perhaps this picture of my cat will convince you. Without further ado, let's get into this. So his first post here says, am I losing my mind, or is this a bonkers way of thinking? OP's kids look to be about 5 to 6 years old, and I really gotta wonder, what a kid that age is doing that's so bad that his sister should be the one to get gifts. And this person here says, the whole basis of the naughty/nice list is that kids are supposed to be good and get on Santa's nice list. There's nothing wrong with reminding kids of this. My son has been awfully behaved and will be getting no presents to open on Christmas Day if it keeps up. However, my daughter has been wonderfully behaved, so I feel like she deserves the treats that come with Christmas. Christmas needs to be earned, otherwise the whole naughty-nice principle is pointless. I mean, I kind of agree with this person on that, to an extent. Anyways, this person here goes on to say, how about we all just stop parent shaming? Nobody knows each other's situations or home life. Just support one another, please. Through what is already the hardest season of the year for most parents and some children. I mean, yeah, I do kind of agree that winter is in fact probably the hardest season for most parents, and in fact some children. Be kind. Okay. On the one hand, I do agree with this person on the whole naughty and nice thing, but on the other hand, I think you're maybe being too harsh on your child. I'm gonna probably give this like a 40 out of 50. Maybe be a little less harsh on your child, okay? And this next post here says, how dare I make bodily choices without considering my parents, aunts, uncles, grandparents, and shame on my husband for allowing it. And this person here says, I feel so heavy when I see your tattoos. First, I saw your tattoos on your lower arm. I was already shocked when you said, my body, I do whatever I want, but you actually didn't understand it's not as simple as you think. Daddy was shocked, too, but he didn't want to say anything. Then months later, you added more on the upper arm. I don't know how to explain my feelings to you. I felt like I was losing you. It's the hardest thing in my life that I actually cried a lot and can only ask you to cover up when you are around me. If that's the hardest thing, I don't know what to tell you, my friend. Your child is not an extension of you. Your child is their own individual person. Anyways, OP here says, why did you feel like you were losing me? I am the same person now as I am without the tattoos. And OP's mom here says, I felt like I was losing you because the tattoos actually really scared me. Scared me to the point that I am afraid of talking to you. I'm afraid my family will one day see it and start harassing me. This is a permanent thing that you are not born with. I mean, you do realize tattoo removal artists do exist, right? Anyways, this person here goes on to say, I like myself telling you it was nice tattoos. Why I have to say that is because I don't want you to hate me. Well, I mean, you could also be honest. I mean, there's that. And this person here goes on to say, I can, but I need time to get things out of my brain. Going back to normal is not going to be easy for me. It truly affected my family a lot, even today. They are still talking about it. Uncle Blake said hopefully one day you will regret it and erase it. Blake said she couldn't sleep for a couple of days. Blank and her husband are still in shock. They blamed me for not advising you. They blamed Blake for letting you do it. Yeah. Why are they so gun-ho on this? Again, they are not in control of this person's life. They are not, the sole masters of this person's life, and that person is, not an extension of them. Anyways, this person here goes on to say, "Doesn't matter what I said, they still couldn't believe what they saw from their eyes. I wish I could turn back the clock and ask you to wear a long sleeve dress so nobody in the family could harass me and putting themselves in this awkward and hurtful situation. They asked, why don't you tattoo somewhere else on your body and not your arm? As of today, I think the best way for me to move on from this is not talking to them for a long time." I mean, if they're willing to blow up over something like that, I don't know what else they would blow up over. Anyways, this person here goes on to say, "I understand why it's not easy for them and me to take this transition in from who they saw as a beautiful, smart, highly educated girl to the one they saw last week was completely opposite in their minds. And they kept asking me why. I mean, it's because your child's not an extension of you." Anyways, this person here goes on to say, "I will always love you, and I'm a very sensitive and selfless person. I care so much for my children and my family, that's why I am deeply hurt. Life goes on, and that will help me to face difficulties and move on with my life. I can't go back and change the past." Okay, for this one here, I am probably gonna give this here like a 45 out of 50. Your child is not an extension of you, and also, your family is kind of going and blowing up for something that really doesn't matter. And this next post here says, "I went no contact with my homophobic parents after they said anti-gay stuff. My niece followed suit and got this gem of an armed rebellion email." And this person here says, "It's obvious that you have decided to continue to shun your family and not responding to my emails." Well, that's kind of the point of going no contact. Anyways, this person here goes on to say, "Your non-response is proof that you people on the left side of the aisle have no capacity for redemption and forgiveness, whereas we on the right side of the aisle do." Well, okay, first of all, forgiveness isn't something that, you get to decide whether somebody has to forgive you. That's a thing of they have to decide themselves. And second, where did this whole political thing come from of left versus right? Anyways, this person here goes on to say, "Proof. The very fact that I tried reaching out to you after your silence is proof that we are, on the right, compassionate and forgiving people." Well, again, that's kind of a thing of you're supposed to wait for them to, forgive you. Not you get to decide whether they forgive you or not. Anyways, this person here goes on to say, "In our final parting of ways, please consider these two strong suggestions to keep you and Blake safe and in good health. 1. Lay an emergency food supply of at least 3 months of non-perishable food supplies. 2. Ammo up. Things are gonna get a little rough." Is that a threat? I'm gonna give this a 50 out of 50. You do realize what no contact means, and also, what is this whole thing of you getting to decide whether someone forgives you or not? I think with that, that's gonna do it for today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.